Hello, all my subscribers. It is Krabby Empath here. So, if you're new, go ahead and click the subscribe button. I'm sorry, I'm a little excited. Because I was about to do a reading on Specialist Freddy DeLaCruz. He died March 14th of this year at the Summerlin Apartments. Him along with 22-year-old Asia Cline and 23-year-old Shaquan Alfred. They actually, I just found out, arrested someone in Newton, Mississippi for this murder. His name is Barnard Lnell Morrow. Anyway, this is Freddy DeLaCruz with Chuck Norris. Found this a pretty cool picture. I'm kind of like, I think I'm still going to do a reading on him. Kind of see what I see, kind of see what we see, maybe. I'd already kind of tuned in to him, I guess is the way I would put it. I've been thinking about him. It's crazy I did not see this sooner. Well, I was really trying to find stuff on Asia and Shaquan. Because I wanted to know, I kind of wanted all of their energies. I wanted to kind of tap into all of their energies. But I was honestly, super upset because I could find their ages and a picture. That was it. Even her obituary page, trying to decide which ones to use. Sorry. Just all it said was her date of birth, her date of death, her age, and who was taking care of funeral arrangements. So I was kind of, disheartened. Also, something I found very interesting was that the apartments that this man was shot at, this specialist was shot at, is at 4101 East Ransier. If you guys recall Aaron Robinson, he's the one who supposedly escaped the military base and ran all the way to East Ransier, coincidentally the 4700 block of East Ransier, to be specific, according to reports. Yeah. I'm just wondering, maybe we get a little conversation going about that. If you're still with me, I hope you are. But get that. It's called Summerlin Apartments. It's at 4101 East Ransier. Robinson shot himself 3 months after this death. I don't think the deaths are related. I think there's something about apartments. I'm looking for ties here. I'm looking for stuff like that. In my opinion, if you go look at the maps, I love maps. If you go look at the maps, Google Earth 4101 East Ransier, and then Google Earth 4700 block of East Ransier. I'm just saying, do it. What are the chances that far from the military base that two soldiers would pass away in that area, on that same street? And personal opinion, it's for entertainment purposes only. What do you think it's easier to escape from and run that far? An apartment complex or a military base? Because they're saying he escaped the military base. Sorry, I'm not making this about Robinson. I'm just saying, y'all, this is fishy stuff. Okay, if you think about it, it's a lot easier to escape an apartment building and run than it is an army base. That's one thing they haven't been able to explain, is how the heck he got off the army base. Maybe because he was never on it. Maybe because he wasn't being watched at the base, like they said. Because we know how honest they are. Maybe he was being watched somewhere else. Because he didn't make it very far from that specific apartment complex before he supposedly pulled out a gun and shot himself. And I know they did put a bolo out for him. Be on the lookout. That's what that means. They put a bolo out for him. But if you already got someone off the base, that ain't nothing, is it? I don't know. I'm just saying that it's fishy. Like everything that goes on there. Alright, Freddy DeLaCruz. I am sure hoping that this is our guy. I am sure hoping that justice is served and all three of these young people are brought to justice. If I'm a little slow with my deck, I'm sorry. It's my new one. I just got it in today, actually. I've been playing with it all day. I can't wait to use it. It's my Celtic ones. And yes, okay, for the purposes and all that, if you're wondering, I use the Art of the Root oils. You can find them at www.artoftheroot.com. Today I've used my water element and my vision oil. Or I'm sorry, my psychic intuition. I use one of those. Anyway. So let's go ahead and start this. This is going to be on Specialist Freddy DeLaCruz and what happened to him. We know now, as of today, they have arrested, he was 21 years old, Barnard Lnell Morrow. So, see what the cards say. Too many. I wasn't hungry, now I smell food and I'm hungry. Like I said, I'm still getting familiar with this one. I will warn you guys, some of the images in here do contain, pictures of people not with all their clothes on. Let's see what we got here. Seven of Swords. Okay. So that's like a theft. Something like that. Maybe this guy went in to commit a burglary. We got the Ten of Shields, which would be, happy home kind of thing. Kind of see them hanging out there. Another reason I'm doing this is, they have someone arrested. That's awesome. I'm glad they've been working on the case. Obviously, it says the U.S. Marshal Task Force got the guy. So I'm really hoping what the cards show is what they're saying. That would be awesome for, for justice purposes. Anything tied to Fort Hood is hard for me to trust, and that's just the truth. Freddy DeLaCruz. I've actually done readings on him before, y'all, but I know it was way before I recorded. Only thing I really got before was that he was gonna get justice, so I was happy with that. Okay, now we have the Five of Cauldrons. This is the death, I believe, of the three individuals. I kind of think there was possibly a second person, just based off of, because you see there's blood coming out of this cup. There's these other two cups that are like down in the, you know what I mean? The rainbow's not shining on them. So I'm wondering if they might be looking for, I don't know, for someone else. And then we have the Queen of Cauldrons. So What, the Ace of Wands upside down? Seven of Shields, Seven of Pentacles. Huh. Have them flip on me. It's one thing about a new deck, huh? Alright. Now we got the Knight of Cauldrons. To the Three of Wands. To the Mother in reverse. This would also be the Empress. To the Nine of Swords. Being up all night. Alright. I'm going to look at these for a second. I wish I could pause and then like pick up whenever I figure everything out, but I'm not that good. I will learn how to edit videos someday in my life, but not today. Need coffee. Okay, so this top row, what I'm definitely seeing, let's put it out there, is I'm seeing this guy came in I honestly think he wasn't expecting all three people to be there. I kind of see this as, you know, he went in to rob him or rob the place, perhaps, because this is theft, taking from somebody. This is, you know, Ten of Shields, be, you know, happy home, happy life. The Five of Cauldrons is, you know, loss, bereavement, regret. It's the, to me, this is the murder. And then this is the mother saying what happened, you know, looking for answers. This is the family. That's what I see the Queen of Cauldrons as. She's, you know, intuition. She's emotionally stable. She's about love. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. Then we have the Ace of Wands come in upside down. So that's a little Ace of Wands, the Seven of Shields. Or someone else is watching me right now going, duh. Ace of Wands to the it's kind of like all the good being stripped away. And to the Seven of Shields, I'm seeing what's weird about this, and what's bothering me about this card a little bit, is the two people standing over the little thing, and I don't know if you can see like the head in there, but for some reason that face is really standing out to me. And I know it's, you know, kind of like a, how do you call it? Like a illusion, imagination kind of card. What is the meaning? I don't know the exact. They're not illusions, delusions. But I do see it as like kind of an illusion. don't know what I'm doing now. That's confusing myself. No, okay. I'm sorry. I'm sitting here looking at the freaking thing, not thinking, okay, I'm used to, like, the cups, the wands, the swords, okay, and this is the Seven of Shields, so I was kind of like, huh. Anyway, this is reward, profit, business magic. I'm seeing this guy went in and robbed the house. This Knight of Cauldrons. I think he went in for a robbery. He went in... Usually the Knight of Cauldrons is a pretty peaceful dude. Usually. But not in this instance. I do think they found at least one person responsible. I'm feeling, me and my I feels. I feel someone else involved. I don't think they're completely done yet. Yeah, this is... Okay. This is having, usually kind of... I think this was out of character, perhaps, for this guy. He was obviously easy to track... Well, he wasn't easy to track down. March, April, May, June, July, August. But found in Mississippi, to me, that's actually impressive. I'm impressed with that. And I'm seeing this because it means, forced to behave in a way they naturally wouldn't, which is, fraudulent actions, bad things, doing bad things that they normally wouldn't. So I'm not saying this guy's a victim by any means. I'm saying maybe this was out of character for him. Maybe something else played a role other than the robbery. Because I don't know. This little lady and I was going to say cauldron again. That's why I keep getting thrown off. It's kind of what she's in. It's more of a, what do they call those? The brewery. I don't know what they're called. Whatever. Knight of Cauldrons, the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands, I'm seeing as the demise of the three people. And I'm seeing that there's perhaps it's kind of like them going into that. I'm seeing it as this. Doesn't mean what it means. I'm kind of seeing this as them going into their next life. I kind of feel like some spirit from somebody has kind of held on, while others' spirit energies have let go. I do believe in that stuff. I'm sorry if you don't. But I do feel like he came along, was gonna rob him, and he was able to get into the house. He kind of acted in a way he wanted. He took him out. And then we have the mother upside down. This, in a sense, is why I'm suspecting there was somebody else possibly involved. Because, this is like something being stuck in motion. Somebody's up all night. But I'm also seeing this as possibly, I don't know why I want to say, like, maybe he had someone waiting for him. And then we have the Nine of Swords up all night. Stress. So I don't know. I am seeing possibly that they are also looking for somebody else, or that he might break his silence. I do think that they have, looks like they have the right man. We have to the Fool card. This is kind of, I'll do what I want, I'll do my own thing, you know, moving on to other things. So I have to really look at the things around them. We have the Strength card. So the Fool to Strength. You know what? Maybe this person did know. Okay? Maybe a second party did know. And it really, really upset them. And they turned around. And I'm seeing somebody turn this guy in. That they weren't maybe directly involved, or that they would cut a deal, perhaps. But not with the Strength card coming in. That's why you keep going sometimes. Because yes, I am seeing two people, but I think that is like the girlfriend knew. Somebody knew. I don't know who. I don't think, you know. But somebody knew. And they did the right thing. So we have the 10 of Cauldrons. Happy home life. To the Lovers. New love interests, that kind of stuff. Huh. Let's see where this is going. Alright, there we go. Sorry. We have the 8 of Swords upside down, or right side up. I had her like this, and she's like this. Bound and tied to a situation. And we have the Knight of Wands upside down. I'm seeing this as, perhaps this guy thought he was doing this, like he had to do this for his family. Maybe it was a desperate time. Because 10 of Cauldrons, that's happy home life. The Lover's upright, that's a relationship. 8 of Swords is bound and tied to a situation, distress, that kind of thing. Knight of Wands is a jerk. He, ruthless. Kind of on a mission. Oh, to the Knight of Shields. Was this a plan? Maybe the involvement. To the Ace of Swords. This is interesting. Oh, all on my lap. We have the King of Swords upright. Oops. Seeing this is, you know, this is someone that's going to, I see this is the person that possibly took action. I'm wondering now if he didn't have an accomplice. there wasn't somebody else with him, and that he went and get a spot on my card. Every part of me. So we have the Six of Cauldrons in reverse. Which is like nostalgia, childhood memories, those kinds of things, but we have it in reverse. What do we got here? The Queen of Shields. I think one of the moms, I don't know who, but I'm thinking one of the moms really kept on this, maybe, or a woman, detective perhaps, or a, because I'm seeing this more, the Queen of Pentacles more as the, like it's almost like she found something, she found some information or something like that. We had 3 flip. We have the Father, which should also be the Emperor. We have the King of Cauldrons. To the Four of Swords. Okay. So, like I said, what I am seeing with this is that one of the men responsible, Barnard here, actually, you're innocent until proven guilty, but whatever. Maybe felt bound and tied, because I'm kind of seeing this as, you see how, okay, maybe you can't see it, but this one is she's looking right or left, and instead of looking towards the Lover's card, she's looking towards the Knight of Wands. Now, I'm seeing this as the suspect, okay? Don't look at gender. I don't always see gender in that. And I see him turning more towards the Knight of Wands. And doing something that he would not normally do. Or this Barnard guy could be the Knight of Wands for all I know. I guess it's very possible. But it was, you know what I mean, that it's almost like, okay, it's almost like acting. I don't think they planned this out, and I'm going to say they, because I do believe there's another person. This is kind of like you made a huge risk, you took a huge risk and reap no reward. It's kind of what in this it means, okay? And then there's the Knight of Shields, who is more of a, let's see who he is in this, because I'm not sure. I haven't been to the Ace of Swords, the Knight of Shields. Kind of like a lazy person in this depiction, actually. Kind of like either way, it doesn't change. He's just chilling on his dragon, got his arms through his thing. This is somebody that has no ambition really at all. Yeah. Like, they're both lazy. Like, the dragon's not even carrying the man. That's what it's kind of saying. So I'm kind of seeing this as two Mels. I feel like the Knight of Wands drug along the Knight of Shields, who was also the Knight of Cauldrons in the previous one. I see this. I'm not too sure who Barnard is. I don't know if he was the desperate instigator or if he was the Knight of Shields. I don't know which one he was at this moment. But seeing as the Ace of Swords follows, which is, cutting things out, that kind of thing. They weren't stabbed, they were shot multiple times. It's kind of a crazy story, actually, because what happened is oh cool, a roly-poly on your arm. That's neat. Sorry, my son just came and showed me. He had a little roly-poly on his arm. Here we go. This is what I need. A brain. Yeah, this is power, clarity, force to the King of Swords, who's all about, he kind of has like that king mentality. Yeah. It says if there's other swords around. Everywhere. Oh, okay. Never mind. Alright, so then we have the Six of Cauldrons in reverse, which would usually mean nostalgia, childhood memories, that kind of thing. In this depiction, it could be up to two scenarios. One's kind of in the past, and one is changing as you go. It says possible emotional trauma, damage, which would make sense in losing, 3 people. And then we have it down to the Queen of Shields. And again, I see the Queen of Shields as the one, as someone, she looks like she's looking at information. She looks like she's trying to assess things. I think this is someone who possibly helped try to find justice, perhaps. Maybe I'm wrong. In this, it kind of says, yeah, is it down to earth person? She is like the epitome of a mother, that kind of stuff. So maybe it was the mother who really drove the force. And then after that, we have the father, which is the emperor, the leader, he is going to be the one. In my other readings, one thing I did write down was that I did see that there would be justice, but I thought it would take a lot longer than it did. I thought I saw justice coming in, but not for a very long time for them. So, very happy I was not right on that. This is kind of like just being wise, being vigilant. You know, this is the father figure. This is the authority, regulation. He regulates things. This is the guy that these guys are going to have to answer to. The King of Cauldrons. And yes, y'all, I know he's naked, okay? He's the only one that is that naked. But, oh, I read all about him earlier. The depictions in this can be quite different. But, you know, overall, most of it's, you know. Yeah, so we have a father to this guy, yeah, his, he is a superior. He can be kind of, you know what I mean? I'm seeing this as maybe a detective, a private investigator, you know, because the father is the emperor, and then we have the King of Cauldrons beside him, and then we have the Four of Swords, which is kind of like taking a break. This one I do remember very well. It's needing to take a break for yourself. It's needing to rest. That kind of thing. So I'm actually wondering, like, take a step back. If they didn't get together and take a step back and go back through information, and that's where they found this witness. Because I do see a witness, and I see that if they aren't, they possibly should be looking for another guy. They may not know that information until they, or you could try to pin it on somebody else too. But I think for them to go that far, extradite from Texas, from Mississippi to Texas, all that kind of stuff on I saw you had a $2 million bond, capital murder. So, all right. So we got the Page of Cauldrons. To the Druid. This would be the Hierophant. It's who they have to answer to. So I'm seeing the Page of Cauldrons possibly as a lawyer. So we have the Star. I'm wondering if the Star isn't... the witness or the... Oh, what is that? So the Three of Shields upside down. Oh. So the Four of Wands. To the Five of Swords, which is death. So God, these cards are being crazy. Maybe it's just me. I always blame it on the cards, don't I? Maybe I just can't shuffle. Alright. So, we have justice coming in. And I see this is true justice, the meaning of the card. It's the Tower. This is also fatality. It's coming down. I see this as the situation. They are going to get justice for these three young, I'm sure just, all this potential, these wonderful lives taken. I'm not seeing any military involved. I'm not seeing any kind of attempt at like a Fort Hood cover-up. Nothing like that with this. I honestly kind of think, I don't know if this was his residence or not. I don't know if he lived on post or off post. I didn't get that information. But, alright, so we got the hangman position, which is, they have some choices to make. There's probably, there's all kinds of stuff that goes into a trial. There's, yeah. This will be my last three, guys. Oh, that literally came flying out at me. We have the King of Shields. Looks like you see a little foot rub there. To the Death card, which could mean addictions, I think this is, okay, the way I see these different. As Justice is right here, and then we have the Death card right here. And look, there's even three people. Well, I won't show it to you, but it's like three people, and I kind of see this Justice card up here as the Death. Oh, way too many. I'm looking for one more. It probably means I'll end up with three more. Death to what? The Nine of Cauldrons. Alright. So, let me assess this situation. So what we have here, like I said, I see the Page of Cauldrons as the lawyer, the someone that steps up, the Druid, the Hierophant. This is gonna also be, see how we saying, it's like a pope in a way. They're gonna have to answer for what they did. I see two men here. You can see them both. I still think there's an extra one out there. Then we have it to the Star card, who I see as being I want to say I see it being more like justice for, or I'm sorry, yeah, justice for the three of them, but also like kind of like spilling the beans, like how she's kind of spilling stuff out of her cups, which in all of them she does. But what I'm saying is, it's almost like the way she's pouring stuff into the lake. It looks like in this depiction, to me, it looks like she's, giving up information on a messy situation. It is inspiration, hope, calm, that kind of thing. So that is what I see with that. I see somebody just go ahead and letting everyone know what happened. And all that kind of stuff. This is kind of 3 shields upside down is kind of like idle. Lack of teamwork, lack of flow with the project. There may be some, that's kind of to go along with, oh shit, no. Sorry, I get like a thought and then okay, I'm kind of seeing this as some of the, like, cutting a deal. Like, they're sitting there, I know that's not exactly what it means, but like trying to cut a deal with the prosecutor or what have you. 4 of Wands in this actually, in most it doesn't have any, either way it doesn't matter, but in this one it does mean kind of like happiness, but a little to like the lesser value. Maybe they're not fully satisfied yet. And I think they're not fully satisfied because they know there's still more justice to be served for the deaths of these people. And then we have Justice coming in, which is a pretty self-explanatory card. And then we have the Tower, which is, stuff falling down to the Hangman. The Hangman is in this lineup. He is kind of like at a standstill, kind of like I see what it is. Okay, no, this is this guy. This is this Barnard guy. The Tower came down. They found him. Justice came in. They found him, and he had to surrender. One of the keywords, because I write little keywords and stuff, is surrender. And so he surrendered to the King of Shields about the death, over the death of these 3 individuals. The only thing is now is I think they are looking for one more person. I think, or if they don't know they're going to, I really think that this guy's going to talk. He's not going to want to go down for capital murder. He is not going to want to face a jury. There's going to be a deal made. I can almost assure you of that. Especially if he gives up names. And I hope they have enough evidence. Well, they had enough evidence to arrest him like that. So yeah, this is just being truthful, being loyal to responsibilities, that kind of stuff. I truly see them. They've got one of them. I truly think they've got one more out there, and I think they're either looking for him, or maybe I'm completely wrong, which would be great, actually. That would be great, because then everybody involved would be arrested, right? Like, that would be complete justice for this man to go down if it was just him. So that is the end of that one. Again, to all my subscribers, I really appreciate you guys. I really appreciate my feedback. I appreciate my comments. I love conversating with you guys. Again, this is Specialist Freddy DeLaCruz. He was 23 years old. He was killed March 14, 2020, along with Asia Cline and Shaquan Alfred, and there has been a man arrested in connection with the murder. Again, if you like me, hit the subscribe button. And I hope everyone has a blessed day. And this to me this is a good thing. And, you know, sometimes you got to just take that good with the bad. But, to me, this was a positive. And I found it pretty wild that I was looking into him, ready to do this reading, and then it pops up, man, they found the guy. It was like, yes, you know? We see so little, they got the guy. We see so little of that. So that, to me, is something to be excited for.